Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, peace, Queen. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. In a little pain. I don't know how I woke up with my back hurting, but well, I guess I did too much yesterday. But hey, I'm here. I'm fine. It's gorgeous outside. I had to take a little mental health day yesterday. Ride out, spinning that out, and then I'm going take my behind back home. But sometimes when you feeling like you just need a mental health break, just get up and go. People don't ask no questions, don't ask nobody no permission. You ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody. Just get up and go.
Shit, I need to just after this show. I'm on the first thing smoking at this. Lord, I need a couple mental health breaks. I thought I took a couple, and we took a little bit of pod time off, um, over the last month or so, and trying to get myself together. And damn, I feel like I need a little more.
Listen, your mind and your body is gonna tell you when it's enough. You could think all you want, but it's gonna tell you for sure it's enough. And you always, no matter how, it's no blueprint. You just have to do what works for you. Everybody has to do what works for them to make sure their their mind, their body, their soul, their mental health is intact, and that's it.
Oh, um, my mind is in the bed. My ass is on its way out the goddamn door. So, yeah.
And the only thing that you do got to do is make them communicate and be on the same page. They got to be in the same
Shit.
place. And I don't know, because sometimes my mom be in Hawaii somewhere or some type of island or somewhere, but my body is just still be in Jersey, and I be like, "Body,
Mm,
go where your mind at."
mm.
So, mm,
I wish I had that going on, but I don't. I'm just dealing with a lot, juggling a lot. But I'm here and I'm ready to kick a little ass. So I got about a good hour in me. So we'll probably have a hard out up around 7. To the Instagram users, if we get knocked off between now and 7 o'clock, please go look up Queen Vi's Reality Talk on Facebook and on YouTube. You can actually go in my stories. I got the YouTube link attached. You can just click it and you'll be able to hear this broadcast on YouTube or on Facebook. And because I don't know if you've been paying attention, but me and Instagram haven't been getting along too well. We've been beefing. So,
Instagram been showing her ass, huh?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
I
she's
remember
that
those days
angry
when you
ass.
couldn't. I remember. I don't know what you done did because I remember. No, it's not. It's not because I remember at one point in time nobody couldn't say nothing bad about social media to Hakim. Hakim gonna argue you down. He going he he gonna be all over your ass if you say something bad about social media.
Man,
Now,
let me tell you something.
mm,
That's that toxic John with the good pussy that you just can't see. I don't probably got us knocked off by saying pussy. But
mm,
anyway, she's that girl with the good shit, and you don't want to leave her alone, but she getting on your goddamn nerves.
yeah, they just trying to hold it out. But for your sanity, you won't have to. Well, you can't let it go. Not right now.
Yeah, right. It's that time of the
Hey,
year too, where I
mm,
usually, pick up business picks up for me. That last quarter of the year is close to the holidays. People got shit they're trying to sell, so I got a lot of moving parts. But yeah, yeah, it's all gonna come together.
I'm looking
Um,
forward to this last quarter, finishing out strong and
yes,
and
indeed.
and popping out at the new year with some new stuff, for
Yep,
y'all.
yes, indeed. So what are we doing here today, Queen? What we got going on?
We doing our October Q&A session, a two-parter. This is part one, and we just gonna be um giving some advice or answering some questions to some things that were submitted, sex life and relationships. So
Hmm. Okay. All right. So let's get with the first one. We're going to start off with some relationships questions, and we'll go from there. This one is from Chris from Chester, PA. He says, "What is ruining most relationships nowadays?"
Oh, I think I mean it's a few things. I think one of the things is that nobody's taking the time to do the steps to get to know people. They're not courting no more. They're not having certain conversations. They not they just jumping right into it, and it's like wishing for the best. They're not digging deep enough and finding substance. They're looking at everything so surface with them. Oh, she looked good, or it's just sexual, or and then when they catch feelings and decide they gonna be together, is it's all mixed up, and they finding out stuff too late. Certain things that they didn't know or they couldn't deal with, or they should have asked. Another thing is people not putting the time and the work into relationships when they do get in it. They think that it matters how long they've been with somebody, and they're not looking at um how long have y'all been happy, faithful? What? Okay, when it's all good and fun, and y'all taking trips and y'all having some great sex and doing all the fun stuff. Okay, it's good, but how do y'all communicate and treat each other when y'all upset with each other? How do y'all, I said like they computers. I'm about to say troubleshoot, but how do y'all compromise? You know, um, what are you doing to get on the right track when you do have an issue? Um, and sometimes, and the third thing for me is things just be a little too late. Y'all put up with so many things that y'all really not okay with for the sake of having somebody. Y'all rather be with somebody that ain't shit, that ain't for y'all, just so y'all can say y'all with somebody, and then think you want to make them a good man or make them a good woman and turn into this perfect person when they showed you from the get go they wasn't gonna be that, and y'all thinking y'all could change their mind, and now it's over because they're never going to change. So now you're going to break your own heart having expectations of people that's not willing to live up to those expectations. Now I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, I mean, you made some excellent points. For me, it's a combination of things. One, the motherfuckers is too horny. Y'all just way too horny. The horny factor is up. Like y'all just, it ain't just men either.
It's
Some of
not.
y'all, are, some of y'all out here snatching up the crotch areas. Like I don't know what's going on with the horny level, but is up to the point where it's disrupting the dating pool, the idea of
Mm,
courtships, the idea of healthy relationships, and definitely the
mhm,
idea of marriage. Situationships are more prevalent than relationships are right now because of low expectations and people are burnt out. That's
mm,
that's a main part. The other side of it is some of you are screaming you want relationships when you ain't ready. You
right.
still got jealous tendencies. You still got toxic tendencies. You still don't know how to accept where you are in life and all the things that should take precedence in a relationship in life. Like
Mhm.
it's
Don't put.
just there's before you think about joining a life with somebody, which what a relationship really is, you also have to think about, okay, how in the hell, what package am I delivering here? Is all my goals and dreams met yet? Is
Mhm.
all of the things I see or weaknesses in me, are they strengthened now? The vision of and perception of myself, is it okay? Like there's a whole lot of things you're supposed to do for you before you start thinking about a us or a we.
Yeah, people don't have the emotional and mental matureness to deal with certain things. Um, you can't be selfish and be in a relationship. You can't be stubborn, like you said, that jealousy thing. People don't know how to deal with things emotionally. Their idea of what relationships is and what somebody does that shows they love you is just so out of whack. He don't get mad and yell at you and hit you because he loves you. He doesn't. She doesn't key your car and bust your windows out because she love you. No, those are not signs of love. And the way that these people justify people's toxic and destructive behavior as they act that way because you make them so crazy because they love you so much is baffling to me. It's
Yeah,
baffling.
I mean, because we're walking in backwards in a relationship world. You done already
Mm-hmm.
fucked this nigga. You done already took flew. He done flew you out. Y'all done took trips. Y'all done did all that without no commitment.
Right.
Then after 3 to 6 months of just fucking off on each other and having friends and other dates on the side, then y'all say, okay, let's have a relationship. Man, you don't get out my face. I don't want nobody who's out there gambling with their energy on the streets. I don't. If that's what you out there doing, you do that, then cool. When you get done, that's a different story. Clean the deck. Because if you are walking around doing this micro dating or this marathon dating, shall I say, which men and women are doing, then you want to sit there and pick one that you want to be with. You got too many energies. Your phone is blowing up. Your phone ain't dry. You got too
Yeah.
many other. You done shared too much energy with other people. So you think you're going to give this person all of your energy all of a sudden?
Yeah, and everything overlapping. People not ending one thing completely before they start something else because they don't want to be alone. Then you have, um, you have people that is looking for somebody that's they looking for financial help. They looking for the wrong things in people instead of worrying about what you can do for yourself and you worrying about what somebody else could do for you. But when that person leave, they taking their shit with them. I'm
Yeah,
tired of people talking about what they man or what they woman has, but they don't have the same thing or working towards the same thing. Bragging about somebody else. Like, don't get me wrong. Big your person up, but equally yoked, like same level. You know,
yeah,
we can't save everybody.
yeah. And money is definitely another thing ruining relationships. You know,
Yeah,
it is.
people irresponsible.
It's when you are fucking up the bag and you ain't paying your bills and it's putting extra weight on the partner, that will ruin a relationship.
Hmm.
You know. So, and of
Yeah,
course, the all time favorite, cheating, being too horny. 'Cause that's all cheating is. You're too fucking horny. You don't have any self control. You can't say, nah, I ain't gonna tap that little fat ass that works at my job. Nah, I ain't gonna sit there and bend over for the dude that keep bringing me lunch every day. I'm gonna stay faithful. That is too hard for some people. But you know, those are just from my perspective, from what I see and from what I
hmm,
hear. Those are the things that are ruining relationships.
yes, it is.
Um, all right, the next one is from Trina from Dayton, Ohio. She says, "What does being in a healthy relationship feel and look like to y'all these days?"
um, it feels reassuring. It's kind. Um, the communication is there. People have to understand everybody is not going to think the same, feel the same about something. It's about both people being heard, listening to understand, not just to respond. Um, being able to have a conversation about something that bothers you, but also you have to understand, though it's not only time to have a conversation when something is bothering you, but you also, have those conversations. Let your mate know you are proud of them, the things you love about them. Spending quality time is balance. It's not being together 24/7. It's being able to respect each other when you're not around, loving each other when you are around, blending, you know, both families. Um, it's about encouraging each other. It's about being able to, you know, good times and bad, still be able to respect each other, talk to each other, lovingly understand when you guys do need to step away from something in a moment to get y'all thoughts together, making sure each other's mental, is on point. Ask about each other's day. That steady communication and check-ins, those date nights, those if you have children, making sure that life 24/7 is not just about being a parent, but you two have time together as well. I can go on and on about healthy healthy relationships and what it's supposed to be like. I love to hear about healthy relationships. Um, you know, having fun but taking care of business as well, and understanding that you guys are individuals that decided to come together. Trusting each other. Being secure, reassuring when you need to reassure, understanding that yes, this person is not perfect. They make mistakes. Is how you deal with those mistakes. I ain't saying accept any old thing because they're human and they make mistakes. But yeah, some conversation. I'm all for about conversation and growing, constantly growing and getting to know each other, because you guys are not going to be the same people that you were year 1, year 5, year 10, year 15. Because as in the words of Mr. Hakim BornJust, if it's not growing, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to always be growing and elevating and building with each other. Supporting each other. Okay.
Yep. Dead and stinking like Elmo Jenkins. Listen, it's about growth. And for that growth to happen, you have to be able to trust each other. You have to be able to support each other. You have to be able to definitely listen and communicate with each other. You have to feed each other's love language needs. And more importantly, you have to, conflict is going to happen. Um, how you resolve that conflict, how you're listening to the other person when they got beef with your dumb ass, is important. Because what happens is we get tight when we beefing and it goes a little too far. And we have to have those borderlines and those barriers. They say, all right, yo, that's as far that's a little bit too much. Rein that shit in. We can argue, we can debate, we can have an intense conversation without it being disrespectful. Once it starts being disrespectful with the fuck yous and bitches and niggas, I have a personal thing. I don't like to be called a nigga because I see myself for way more than that. I don't even call my sons that. I can't be with a woman or take a woman serious about me who addresses me that way. Because how many other men that you have called the same thing? And you're not going to talk to me and treat me like the rest of them. Because I ain't them. Every person is individual, and grouping everybody together is uh, an indictment on your mentality, not mine. You ain't going to have me on board with the fuck shit. Being able to speak up for yourself freely without judgment is very important in a relationship. Because, like I said, the conflict is going to happen. How you resolve it will determine how healthy the relationship is. And if you ever want to know how healthy, if you want to take the pulse of your relationship, have a bad day. Have a real serious issue on the table that y'all are having conflict about. How it started, how it's going, how it finishes. Pay attention to all of it because that'll tell you how important you are to each other based off because the good times is easy to deal with. It's the bad times you got to worry about. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, this next one is from Maurice from South Philly. He says,
Mm-hmm.
what advice would you give your younger self with regards to finding and forming those healthy relationships that we all seek and desire?
Oh, my younger self. Oh, my younger self. You can't save everybody. So don't date potential. Um, see people for who they are. I used to always tell people like I used to have super saver whole complex where I feel like I could save, and if I just upgrade somebody, make somebody's life better, and just and build them into a better person, even when I'm gone, that I did my part. I can't. That's draining. That
Mm-hmm.
is draining. Um, when when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know how they always say women leave mentally before they leave physically.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stay somewhere else when you have mentally checked out. Um, for the sake of I'm done type thing. Don't ignore those red flags when you see them. Take them for what they take them for what they are, and remove yourself because you are doing more damage while you are trying to pour into somebody else and build somebody up and make somebody else secure and make somebody put the things into people that they parents should have did that they should have been raised up on. Um, you will drain yourself, and if you have nothing else to give, you're no good to yourself. That's what I would tell myself because ooh, um, yeah, you waste a lot of time. I would rather be in a relationship with somebody for 4 years, and when it was over and done with, and I was mentally checked out, just leave instead of staying, 4 more years because you thinking about all the, wrong things. Yes, you love your kids, you want to keep your family and stuff together, but at the same time, you ain't doing your kids any favors. Good thing my kids didn't have to experience that type thing because I don't play I don't play like that. I don't do certain stuff for my kids. But yeah, I would rather have wasted. Well, I wouldn't look at it waste of time. You waste time when you stay longer than you're supposed to. But if something doesn't work and you leave, you're not wasting time. You're not wasting time because it just ran its course, and it's okay. Certain things run its course.
Mm-hmm. Um, what would I tell myself? Be patient, stay in your lane,
Mm.
and it's okay to say fuck it because that is my weakness. I don't let shit go. I don't like taking losses. And that is not a healthy way to be when it comes to love and relationships. Sometimes some people just aren't for you. They may have been for you in the moment, but when that moment passed, you let that bitch pass.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta grow people. It's okay.
Hmm. Yes, indeed. It is truly okay. Some people are meant to be part-time workers. Everybody don't get to keep the job after the Christmas holiday passes. Just fucking seasonal
Mhm.
worker.
It's a trial period.
Yup. Yup. When
Oh
it's
God.
time to when it's time to take them candy canes and shit down, yeah, you're out of there. You're out of there.
Treated like Amazon peak season. You know
Hmm.
you're gonna be here for a short time.
All right, the next one. Okay, this. I guess we could touch on it, Karima, but someone asked previously already. She says it seems like people don't even want to do relationships anymore. What do you think it is that people would rather just fuck off on each other and be on party and joke time than to lock down and build something with somebody? What is happening to the dating pool?
Um, I got piss in it. And married people. That's what happened to it. Um, you. The issue is people. It's a responsibility to be in a relationship. You have obligations. You you have to think about somebody other than yourself. It's not all, you know, rainbows and pots of gold. You actually have to put work into being in a relationship. Fun, no responsibility. You know, you always talk about the side chick and this, that, and the third. It's fun. There's no responsibilities. You deal with them when you want to deal with them. Once you don't want to deal with them, you go about your business, and you know, and call them back when you're ready to deal with them, when you want to have sex and stuff. Um, and that's all fun and games for somebody until they catch feelings. I think it's more of not, they thinking they're playing it safe. It's not that, I don't think that it is not that they don't want relationships. I think they play it safe because, okay, if I just have sex with this person and I see this person when I want to see them or hang with them when I want to hang with them, then I can't get hurt. Or, you know, some people are dealing with it because they know the person that they want to be with don't want that. So they just do something that they're not okay with, which I want people to stop doing that. If you want to be with somebody and somebody don't want to be with you, then you can't change their, you can't change their minds. If they're telling you, oh, they only want to have sex, don't think you're going to have sex with them so good it's going to make them want to be in a relationship with you. It doesn't work that way, you know. But that's just what I think it is. I just think it's the lack of responsibilities, the lack of things that you have to deal with in a relationship. And some people have had relationships that's so bad and toxic that in their mind, that's how relationships are. That's how everybody are. They're scorned. They're not held. And they think that's how it's always going to be with whoever they be with. Now, if they don't work on themselves and make sure they're picking something different, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You're dating the same type of dude, you're dating the same type of chick, and wondering why it's ending like that. Ending up the same way the last one did. You know, they got to do some soul searching and look for something different. Do some self love, some healing, some counseling, and figure it out. But that's just what I think it is. It's fear, you know. It's not wanting to deal with certain things, you know. But you there, how come? Let's see. I don't know if y'all lost me or if I lost y'all. Maybe you got kicked off.
Yeah, I sure did. The I'm talking my ass off, and I happen to pick my head up, and I'm like, oh shit, I got knocked off. Um,
Mm.
yeah, for me, it's a whole lot of shit that's stopping, but everything starts with you. You are not going to find Mr. or Mrs. Right until you get right. If you are a woman and you're running around saying I can't find or I'm looking for, you are already lost. You ain't got no business looking for shit. You ain't got no business overextending yourself for something that's as natural as finding a goddamn mate.
Mm.
Make sure you're focusing on you so you can attract the right person for you. Because when you go looking, being all lonely and thirsty, because men ain't the only thirsty ones anymore. Some of y'all chicks is thirsty as fuck too.
Y'all pick me's. It's killing me.
It's I'm telling you, you have no idea what is being said behind closed doors about you. Yes, you're a good woman. Yes, you have great values. Yes, you got good shit going on, and you would make an excellent wife. But for a person who's not looking for that, who's looking at just your body and what you can do for them, you are a mark. You might as well paint a bullseye right on your goddamn forehead. You're literally asking for someone to come into your life and wreck it because you're too eager for it. When you focus on you and you pour into yourself, it makes everything balanced. You won't fall for the okey doke like you fell the last 4 or 5 niggas. And for the dudes, y'all can't be all. You're too thirsty. You're too horny. Y'all say one time, on Saturday you talking about you trying to find a good woman. You tired of this hoeing. You tired of smashing thought joints. You want a real good chick, and then what do we see you? And 2 days later, you balls deep in the thought chick for $40 and 4 wings and fries. That's all it costs you to get them cheeks. Because y'all looking for a good time instead of a good vibe. I mean, a good bride. You got to build. Nobody wants to build anymore.
Right.
I saw a post today where a lady I've known for 20 years, and she's going on a first date. We had a great conversation, great meal. At the end of the date, he asked for a kiss. She said no. And then after he said, well, damn, where's this going? And she's like, I'm going home. You going wherever you going. This was just the first date. And he's like, so damn, we can't even have a conversation about sex. And she's like, why would I want to have that conversation on a first date?
Mm-hmm.
And she says the dude was mind blown. And what y'all have to understand is people who move like that has been moving like that at a high success rate because we only do what works. So if we pull that move on 10 chicks and 5 of them bite, that's a win. So y'all got to do some serious conversations in between that day you gave him the phone number and the day before you go see this person in person. You have to have some serious conversations. You have to really take that time to build and get to know each other. I'm telling my female friends and relatives, you get that nigga your phone. Don't go on no date with nobody in that first 2 weeks. Test his phone and text game. Because you might find out this motherfucker is stale bread. He boring as fuck. He vanilla as fuck. You wild and freaky, and this person's vanilla. Do some conversations. You want to go have a cup of coffee? Cool. Then you plan out something serious because you don't want to get yourself all hyped up over something that ain't for you. Because there's a lot of chameleons and a lot of sales reps out there. Because let's be honest, there's a rule. You ain't supposed to believe nothing this person say for the first 6 months anyway. In today's society, you believe in a nigga, you crazy. You believe in her, you crazy. Shout out to Zio Styles, not too much on vanillas. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. Briar's ice cream asses. But yeah, man, listen, I think that I got long-winded, but yes, there are people who want relationships, and then there's people who are stuck in the middle where they want it. They just fuck it. If I get it, I get it. I don't. And then you got the people who just checked out. They just want to party. They want to have fun.
Yeah, they want to party. They when they hit about 50, 60 years old, now they want a relationship. It's too late. You don't got no experience. You don't know how to deal with how to be in a relationship. Like,
yeah, but here's the thing though, there is space for the fun dummies. And the problem is with fun dummies is y'all don't know what y'all are doing. If you are a good and wholesome person trying to play Halloween and dress up like you outside person, no, you fake. And you're going to get exposed. You know what exposed mean? You're going to get caught up and you're going to get your feelings hurt. Stay your happy ass in the house with your little wine, with your little candles lit, watching Hallmark Channel. Perfecting you, trying to figure out what you're doing tomorrow that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you smile. Because when you're smiling and you're enjoying life without a partner, imagine what kind of energy you pull into yourself. How do you think you're gonna find it? How do you think a good man is gonna find you when you run around miserable all the time because you ain't got one? When you take 2 steps back and you think about what that looks like, you miserable as hell. You just boo-hooing and you post on social media. Good men are hard to find. No, they ain't. They just mostly taken, and the ones that ain't taken on fuck shit. You know why? Because it's y'all too easy. Because you're looking.
Yeah,
All we gotta do is lie. All we gotta do is lie, and we ain't gotta tell a good lie like we did back in the 90s. Man, we had to tell some good shit.
Nah, now you gotta just tell somebody what they want to hear, even no matter how stupid it sounds. Because people are looking for validation and wanting to be liked and wanted, and not wanted in a good way, wanted sexually so bad. You know, and, and stop thinking that coming in somebody else's relationship, thinking you took somebody and thinking you gonna be different. You're not. You're not.
Yeah, I completely agree. That you just created the perfect segue to the next question. This one is from Matt. And Matt is writing in from Raleigh, North Carolina, and he says, "Hey y'all, I've recently got serious with a jump off joint. What I mean by a jump off joint is I was just having fun with her, but from her perspective, I was her side dude. She was in a 9-year relationship. Baby daddy was stressing her out, wasn't taking care of business. So me and her got cool. We started smashing, and it went on for about 6 months. She finally broke it off with him. We kept things casual, and then eventually we said, all right, let's make a move towards a relationship. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I broke a rule. You ain't supposed to wife the chick that you stole from another dude. Because guess who is now insecure and feeling like I can't trust her? My dumb ass. Can y'all please break down the rules of this side nigga shit? Cause I'm lost.
Well, the first mistake you made was messing with somebody that you knew was into a relationship. That was the first mistake.
Hey, goddamn it!
But the second mistake is the fact that you knew she cheated on him because she was upset with him and she felt like he wasn't handling business. And then you thought it was a good idea to get in a relationship with her. You're never gonna be able to trust her because you know how you got him, and how you get him is how you lose him. That's for one. For two, you absolutely should not trust her. should not trust her. It's in her nature. The second that she gets upset with you, what is her go-to gonna be? The same thing her go-to was with the baby. 9 years, and you think you're gonna be safe at 6 months? Mm-mm. And there's no telling whether that's the first time she felt some type of way and decided to cheat. Her go-to, and I don't know like the details of the relationship or whatever the case may be, whether she had this conversation over and over again and he just wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, she should have left him. But the thing is, you're holding on. She was holding on to him until she found the replacement. You are the replacement, my dear. She's the type of person, so you will be good enough until you're not good enough anymore. So whatever excuse that's going to come, or you're not doing something to fit the way she thinks it should be, or she gets tired of you, or y'all start not. But it's a different ball game. It's not fun anymore. This relationship stuff. It's responsibilities. You got to care about her feelings. You got to make time for her. She got to make time for you. She got to care about your feelings. Um, it certain things happen throughout the relationship, and I could guarantee you, every time she was with you, she kicked that nigga back in. Every time it was a problem, and Piddle talking with you, kicking his back in. So just know you're next. You're next. Um, yeah. So I don't feel bad for you that you're wrecking your brain right now, not being able to, wondering whether you can trust her or not. Well, not trusting her because how you got her. You're never gonna be able to trust her. I just was telling somebody not so long ago. I said, you trying to be with someone before um you end something, that person is always going to have that in the back of their mind.
Mm.
Um, and if you can't trust somebody to that extent, why be with them? So just you decided to take it to the next level and be with that person. Now you should know, as of now, the second that you can't trust, you wrecking your brain, you going crazy, you don't trust her, this, that, and the third, it's ran its course. You want to know why it ran its course? Because it was never supposed to be serious.
Right.
So it's ran its course, and now it's time for you to end it. And that's just that. Because you're never going to be able to trust her. Because you looking like that. She's with him for 9 years. They got kids together. That's a little family. Now, when you was creeping up in there and smashing her, you felt like the man. Now you feel dumb as hell. Because now you gonna wipe her up. Now you done made her, your girl. Now you feel crazy. Yeah, you damn right you broke a rule. You damn right you broke a bigger rule.
Hey, yo, Matt. Big dog.
It's the throat clearer for me.
You. Congratulations. You have broke cardinal sin number 1. Thou shalt not
Wife.
fall in love, wife, date, take serious the thought pocket that we was smashing behind another dude's back. Never, ever, 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 ever. Just for the
Cut her dick
listen.
off.
Yeah,
That's what you think about it.
so you right. Even you don't even believe you with this chick. And let me tell you something, man. And I'm this is not a judgment because I've confessed on this show many a times. I was side dude Sammy at one point in time. I was okay with that because I was toxic. I was still hurting. I was not in a good mental place to be trying to function in a relationship. I was I was selfish, and I was admittedly selfish. I made sure everybody knew I was selfish. You do not want to come over here looking for no love because it ain't here. I put it in my pocket, but my pocket got a hole in it. You ain't getting that shit from me. You want some love and affection? No, you getting choked and poked. That's what's happening over here. And as rules to this shit, rules are to keep the game fair so nobody gets hurt. If you caught feelings for her, cool. You keep doing the jump off thing, the fucking off thing until it runs its course, and then y'all just stay friends. You just know at some point she's probably going to find another sucker to fall in love with, so she can go cheat on his ass too.
That extra hard.
Yeah. Because I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. Once you cheat, you cheat. That's the stink that don't come off you. You just covering it up with perfume and cologne. But just think 9 years, she had kids with this man. And she was giving you the cheeks. And she left him, and then y'all got together after y'all said y'all let things breathe, then y'all decided to make a move. I understand it. I don't agree with it. The rules goes as follows. Boundaries. We're here to fucking have fun. You do not get to question me about who else I'm talking to. You don't get to question me about who else I'm fucking. You don't get to question me about nothing. I'm here to deliver the peen. That's it. Dick on demand. Right? I don't want to hear about your husband. I'm just telling you, day one, I am not that dude that gives a fuck. I gives a fuck about two things: where am I spraying this goo, and the gok. That's it. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here to care and be your counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we do it that way, I won't get in my feelings. You won't get in your feelings. You're just going to get your back pounded because he ain't doing it, or you. That's it. It is so basic. It's primal. It is easy peasy. Y'all make it hard because y'all want to sit there, be in love with your side dude, and then still love the dude that's getting on your nerves. So now you in love with two motherfuckers. You in a toxic. You're in the toxic, bizarro world, Polly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's yes, there's rules. Follow the rules. No feelings. And I know it's easier said than done, but not for me. Do that shit. I can do that shit with my eyes closed. It's called discipline. Why are you laid up rolling up trees, listening to her tell you all the fuck shit about another man?
And I don't know why the people think that is cute, because it's 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 bad enough you cheat on this person, but now you want to tell that person all the wrong things, all the things you think is wrong about a person, to make that person look bad, to kind of make yourself look like the victim to justify how you moving. No, it don't make you look no better. It don't make you look no better. But now I just know that somebody that you supposed to love, that you're in a relationship with, that you have a family with, that you've been with for 9 years, you don't respect him, and how low you think of him.
Yeah. Oh, he a stupid ass dude. He this and that. And oh, by the way, men do it all the time too. They pillow talking they ass off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you find out about the dude, the chick that sometimes it is a dude, but when you find out about the chick that he smashed on the side, she know everything. She know where you work, what kind of car you drive, how many kids y'all got, what you fed the kids last night because he ain't like it, so he talk shit about you. He know everything. You know all the fucking tea. That's where we are. We are in a weird, bizarre world, and I can't get my head around it. I don't understand why we are here. And the easy answer is blaming the internet. And I don't want to be that guy just blaming the damn internet. But sometimes that's just what it is. When you subscribe to internet culture, you know, the discipline ain't there. So now you're going to move weird. When you used to take 10 paces back before you move, you're only taking 2 now because it's a microwave mentality on steroids. So yeah, it's definitely something weird going on, and I think we should slow shit down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got some comments. Let's get some of these comments out.
Okay.
All right. Auntie Sugar. Good evening to Auntie Sugar. Over on YouTube. Oh yeah, and happy birthday to Auntie Sugar. Tomorrow y'all stop on over to her platforms and give her a happy birthday.
Yes.
She also says, hey everyone. Tish Banks says, glad y'all back. I missed y'all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Kara Bunn says, hey my love.
Hello.
Shay King says stupidity is running relationships too. We fall for idiots sometimes. Yeah,
Or sometimes they are the idiot.
I can't jack that one. I've never fell in love with an idiot. I was an idiot for falling in love with the wrong person. I have to take responsibility for that because I vet before I even hit the cheeks. If your brain ain't right, that ain't for me. Um, Maisha Collins says a healthy relationship is rare. Sad to say. Yeah.
It is.
Jojo Red says the dating pool got mold covered dog shit floating in it. Antoinette Holloway Maribel says, good to hear you both. I've missed the show the last 2 weeks. Hey Auntie, how you doing? Kat Collins says, I'm glad to hear y'all back. Y'all helped me get through working in the evenings on Thursdays. We keep it coming, keep it coming. And oh yeah, fuck healthy relationships. They don't mean nothing in 2024. Well, thank you, Miss Bundle of fucking Sunshine. God damn.
Right.
Hey, she says that with her fiance on the chat, listening in.
Cold-blooded. Diabolical, I tell you.
See? Can't trust nobody. Can't trust no goddamn body no more. Oh, man. All right, where we at? Okay, this one is from Tasha from Camden. And she says, do y'all think it's safe to find love in the friend zone? Like, is it possible a longtime friend is the right person for me? I'm trying to do something different with my love life. What do y'all think about this?
Well, you're supposed to you do supposed to have some type of friendship, with your mate. Um, Now I don't. What did she say? Long time friend? Long.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is people have to understand is what comes with crossing those lines when you've been friends with someone for a very long time. Because it's different. You can have a conversation with somebody can be there for you when you have your ups and downs in your own relationship. You can be there for them, but it's different when they're that person in that relationship. Um, if y'all get together, it would change the dynamics. Like, and it doesn't work out, it would change. Be prepared because it would change the dynamics of the friendship. Because you can't unring that bell. Once y'all, sleep together, once y'all get in a relationship, you know, and if it doesn't work out and something go left or wrong or whatever, then that friendship, as you know it, is gone. Even if y'all still remain in contact or whatever the case may be. But it does work sometimes. I just want people to understand when you get with somebody, you're taking a chance with that person.
Mm.
And I say this because I was friends with somebody, and then we decided, and I was like, oh, and this was back in my younger days, way younger days. Um, and I was with somebody, and best friend ever. Because think about it, you have different responsibilities as a friend versus a mate. As soon as we got together, I started seeing a little stuff, jealousy, insecure, like start seeing stuff because now it wasn't you know. I see with her with somebody, I can't really say nothing because that's just my friend type of thing. So now, I had a picture of somebody and they had a white wall behind them, and he swore up and down he was at the house. Like we the only one with white walls. We live somewhere where we don't know nobody. This person is somebody I went to high school with that was in the army that's always based in Georgia, and we in Tyrone,
Oh,
Pennsylvania. You,
had
you,
to be
you, you,
Tyrone, Pennsylvania. That's why the shit went bad because he was in Tyrone, Pennsylvania.
Mind you, it was only 4 black families in this town with a name named Tyrone.
Oh, damn. Well,
Right. But it's like you see a different side of somebody when you guys are in a relationship. You're not spending as much time as a friend. You don't have to deal. You don't have to go into you don't have to explain yourself. You ain't got to have certain conversations or do certain things you don't want to do with a friend. It's just different dynamics of it. So I just
Mm-hmm.
want people to be prepared. Um, uh, Now I don't even want him to know where I am ever. If I see somebody he knows, I shy away and make sure I'm not seen because he's still asking about me to this day. Give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Give it up. I'm always gonna be the one that got away and that's never returning. Um, but yeah, so you just gotta be careful because it's different when you see somebody else in a relationship with somebody else versus a friendship. Like everybody has a different role depending on like different people bring out different parts of someone. You know, people could be different as a friend versus a mate. Just like you know how they say like some people can be the worst mate but an amazing father. You know,
Mm-hmm.
type thing. You know, it's just people are different in different parts areas of their life.
Yeah.
Best employee, but won't come home and wash a damn dish. I'm just saying, it's they just people are just different in different scenarios. But go ahead.
Um. hmm. I'm going to say yes. It is very possible. Yes, you should give it a try, but choose wisely. Don't choose that retarded ass friend that you know who can't. You know, he's on his 145th relationship and he's only goddamn 35.
Mm,
Don't
that part.
pick him.
Mm,
He still got some shit to work out. Don't do that. But choose wisely. I mean, I usually recommend this to certain people but I base it off personalities and whatnot because sometimes you're better off putting energy into someone that actually knows you. They know your value system, your belief system. They know how you conduct yourself. They know how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. I'm not saying do some desperate shit and grab old Leroy and shit that you know since fucking high school and you ain't even attracted to this motherfucker. But he's
mm-hmm.
safe. He won't cheat on me because he ugly as fuck. Ain't nobody else want him. I'll take old Leroy. No, don't do that. Pick somebody that you
Those
can.
be the ones that be trying to cheat. Like, or the
Yeah,
ones that ain't got
because
their shit together. Like what?
yeah, because once they bag the baddie, their stock is up.
I
Baddies be
know.
get more baddies. When you
You
got
gotta
a
stop doing
badass
that.
girl, it makes the other girls look at you. Now they're curious. Okay, how did he get her, and what's going on with him? Oh, it must be the sex, or he got money.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens. But yeah, I mean, choose wisely, man, and pick somebody who is going to complement who you are as a person. We have
And
to choose better.
yeah, and don't think just because you knew this person for a very long time, y'all don't have to go through the steps, the having certain conversations. Because like I said, it's different when you're having a conversation as a friend, and when you're having a conversation when you're with a potential mate.
Hmm.
It's more details. Don't think you gotta skip steps or just because if you knew each other for 10 years and y'all was friends in the work, you still gotta build a foundation. You still gotta have certain conversations. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, because I know we're friends. I already know what you did with that mouth just 2 days ago, girl. Mm-mm. They gonna be coming over kissing on me, and you were just giving a motherfucker the double handed got. No. So yeah, you treat them of the hacks, the cheat code is this person knows you already.
Mm.
You know, give me 1 second. question. All right, sex time. And this is from Janisha from Southwest. And she says, I need some tips on how to tell my boyfriend that I have been seeing a therapist. I'm sorry, this isn't a sex question. I got it mixed up. She says, I need some tips. I kept it a secret because he talks crazy as hell about people who see shrinks and therapists and stuff like that. I'm really afraid of what his opinion will be. Queen?
Oh, that's the end of the
Yep.
question? Okay. Oh, first of all, what you're doing is for you and for your mental. Um, mental health and therapy. Um, he very well may be one of those people that does need therapy. Um, way. Just come out and tell him. But don't tolerate the disrespect about you saying a therapist. Um, suggest maybe he should see one too. Sometimes people don't really understand it too much. I just was telling somebody yesterday. They were saying that they tried the therapy and it wasn't for them. But what people have to understand is, I think everybody should be in therapy, no matter how old you are, no matter whether you think everything is perfect, whether everything is falling apart. You just have to be comfortable with that therapist. So when he's comfortable enough to be transparent and to have a conversation and work on his mental, he will be okay with seeing a therapist too. But yeah, I would, and I'm glad that you felt you needed therapy and you went to go see a therapist and you're doing it. But it's a part of you. Clearly, it's something that you're going through that you felt like you need to speak to a therapist, and he should be well aware. This is what you're going through, and you decided to see a therapist, and it's working for you. And he needs to be supportive of that. Forget what he got to say about anybody else. When it comes to you, he needs to be supportive of that. This is your journey, and don't let him knock your journey for your mental well-being.
Girl, what you doing with him? Why are you involved with someone who has crazy as hell things to say about people who go and get mental health issues addressed, should I say? Why are you with such an unserious, immature ass person? What is wrong with you? Get up out of there. Go find somebody who you don't feel as though you can keep it a secret. First of all, you shouldn't have kept it a secret. You should have told him and stand on business and let the chips fall where they may, because all he's going to do is show you what he truly thinks about you. But with all that being said, get up out of there. And this is coming from someone who talks to a therapist regularly for years, and it's good. It's either that or I'm going to be flipping out and I'm end up in jail.
All right. I just had a therapy session yesterday.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. That don't make you a less of a person. Congratulations for taking the initiative to give a shit about your mind and your emotions and how they relate to each other, how they relate to the world. Now you have another emotional situation to deal with. You can stay with this goofy motherfucker and try to tell him the truth, but we'll see what happens. The fact that you aren't comfortable enough to tell him something so important as, hey, I'm getting help for my mental health issues that I'm having. The fact that you can't just freely say it says everything you need to know about your relationship. And everything else can be great. Y'all can be a great couple in other areas, but this particular area to where you're addressing something that's wrong or something that you need help with, and you're afraid because he just walks around talking shit about people who see shrinks and therapists, yeah, it's time to go. You got the wrong guy. That's a hard stop for me. I don't care if he got the best dick in the world. He makes all the money in the world. He paying all the bills. He's showering you with gifts and flying you to trips. None of that matters if he is going to not give a shit about something that is important as your own mental well-being.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that simple. But good luck to you. All right, here we go. This one is from Daquan from Darby. He says, I want to learn how to edge my girl. We have been playing with BDSM. Are there any toys or tips for us to do this right?
Let's see, tips. So he didn't say how what he has tried already, because he said he's been trying it. First of all, it's more of a mental thing, a control thing. I mean, you have to be able to have that self control to be able to stop, because it's well, one person is in control, the other person, it's like, kind of like a dom sub thing. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like
Yep, I hear you.
Oh, I mean, you have cock rings. He said BDSM, so I don't know if he's into like restraints or anything, like that. Like I said, for me, it's more of and I don't know how far into the BDSM he's into, because if it's a thing where you're gonna get punished when you're not listening, you're gonna learn that lesson a whole lot faster now. Some consequences. Some consequences, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I mean, I need more. I would like to know, what has he tried already? But go ahead.
Sir, you don't need no.
Listen, like he said BDSM, so I think he might be confused. As far as like the dom sub thing.
Yeah, this is real simple. Go grab the goddamn USB charger cord off the fucking for your iPhone. Tie her goddamn ankles together. Take the goddamn vibrator she got stored in the damn dresser drawer. Put it between her legs and tell her and you grab her by the fucking throat and tell her you better not fucking come. That just that simple. And if she does, you throw it across your knee and you spank her ass till it look like a goddamn cherry candy apple. That's all. And then repeat. The purpose of doing it through BDSM is command, obey.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't obey, you get punished. Now, let's take that to the side. Good old-fashioned edging, you don't need any toys. Shout out to Kat Collins. Toys are for the advanced. Yes, she's absolutely right.
I know that's right.
Maisha Collins says, man, you need toys to edge? Yeah, you don't need any toys. You could remember, edging it's called edging because you bring them right to the edge of an orgasm, and then you stop, you withdraw, and you're teaching them. It's a fun game. You're teaching them how to do it when they're being told to. Right? When you edge yourself, like we've had over the years, we've had tons of people who having premature ejaculation problems. Edging yourself helps a man learn how to control that. You put on that porn and you're rubbing it out, and right when you think you about to pop, you let go and you don't come. You hold it back. It's called dick control.
You made a whole song about it.
Yeah, controlling that impulse to bust. But for when you're trying to edge your woman and you're doing it through the lens of BDSM, any old thing to do. But when you know what you're doing, you don't need any toys at all. You needed your tongue, your fingers, a fucking elbow, a kneecap, your knuckles. Yeah, fucking grind your knuckles into a clit. and you choking her and you telling her you better not fucking come. And when she do, you punish her for it. So, but yeah, you don't need toys. Be creative. Be fun. Sometimes it's nothing more than just rubbing on her, talking shit in her ear, kissing on her softly. That's the vanilla version I'm giving y'all for you vanilla fucking Sunday fucks. Um, just kissing on her neck, sucking her titties, just doing something very basic that you know she enjoys. And when she's about to come, you stop.
Don't vanilla shame our people.
No, I'm not vanilla shaming anybody. Vanillas are good people too, sometimes, depending on what mood I'm in. All right. But yeah, I hope we helped you there, Dequan.
Yeah, but
Um,
I think he really want to get into something else. He's talking about techniques and toys, and I
yeah,
think
yeah, he didn't give us enough clarity to for us to properly diagnose the situation here. Um,
he,
um I'm getting beat up for keep attacking vanillas. I'm sorry, vanilla people. Talk about something that ain't vanilla. Um, Ronnie from West Philly says my dude wants me to rim him, but I gotta get angry as shit just for him to eat me out. Why are there so many stingy men in this sex game?
because they allowing it. Don't keep doing stuff for other people, and they not willing to open up and try things with you. You know, it's supposed to be a give and take, and that's the problem is people are you have people that are selfish lovers, and their only goal is for them to be satisfied and not the other person. And they've been allowed to give people the bare minimum with having a whole bunch of demands on themselves. I mean, for themselves or what they want, and they've been allowed to. You know, if somebody asks you to try something and you try it, and then when you want them to try, well, she said the basic. He don't even want to lick it without. She got to throw a tantrum, have a little hissy fit for him to do that. But he got no. Let him know when when you be more involved in my pleasure, then we can start trying more things. It's not just about him. If he's constantly getting his way, there's no reason for him to change that. There's no reason for him to change it because he's satisfied. He's getting everything he wants. You're being a giving person when it comes to his wants, his needs, and what he want to try and what he want to do. But when it's you, it's like it's whatever. Mm-mm,
Mm.
mm-mm. First, it's shit. The first listen. The first time I gotta beg somebody to do, mm-mm, it ain't gonna work.
Well,
That's simple. That's a 101.
shout out to Jojo Red. She says, "Dude wants his ass ate, but don't want to eat cooch."
Right, right. He can't even do the basics.
This nigga demanding.
Sure. I mean, unless you ain't who he wants.
Hey, listen, man. There is, believe it or not, there's still some goddamn insane children out there that don't eat coochie. You gotta force them to do it.
Listen,
Um,
that's one of my demand. If that's not your thing, you're not into that. It ain't gonna work with me. It ain't gonna work with me.
yeah,
It's a must. It's
yeah, man.
non-negotiable.
I listen. I don't understand it. Um, I don't know how we can help you here, but to answer your question, why are there so many stingy men in the sex game? Because there's too many free use women.
Mhm.
There's too many women giving it up without getting anything back but a wet ass. There's war stories. How chicks talk about they were getting 30, 45 minute sessions and didn't come one time.
Mm, waste
I
of
don't
time.
understand how that happened, but okay. And you went back for seconds?
Right?
Alright.
How do you let somebody continuously disappoint you? Then at that point, you are the problem.
Yeah. So that answers your question. One, there's nobody. These dudes are learning on the curb. They're learning on the fly, on the job training. That is, so you can't expect them to be giving in the art of sex nowadays. There is a lot that will, I'm sure, but yeah, there is too many stingy ones out there. But if y'all don't stand up and shut that shit down and punish them for it, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going and going. So that's that. All right, let's do one more queen. We can get up out of here. Old man gotta lay his old bones down. This one is from Angel from Raleigh. What's up, Angel? Ain't heard from you for a minute here. And she goes on to say, "What's up, y'all? My question is this: how the fuck do we bring back wild, savage energy in the bedroom? Me and my man, we fuck at least 3 times a week, and those are the days our schedules can line up, so we gets it in. We go crazy. But lately, for the last 2 months, it's been good sex, but not the type of intense sex we're used to. Is this an age thing, or is this the new norm that I got to look forward to spending the rest of my life with him? And P.S. It ain't just him, it's me too. I'll be tired. I don't throw it back like I used to. And I admittedly am a pillow princess after a good 12-hour work shift. I just ain't got it in me. I want the D, but I ain't jumping through hoops for it. How can we fix this?
First of all, y'all gotta have that conversation because if you feel this way, he probably feel that way too. You gotta make time for it. The people who are in control of you guys' sex life is you guys. Even if, like she said, they be tired, they gotta schedule sex. Um, so I think for them, they just got comfortable and it's a routine, and they just feel like at least we're still having sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's at least we having it and it's good. But you don't want to get too comfortable. You don't want to get too. You don't want to make it so much of a habit that you're just going through the motions because it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna go from good to okay to bad because you're going through the motions. You have to be able to, uh, kind of take that time and just put a little more effort into it. Go
Mm-hmm.
back to the basics of how you was doing it. Even if you can't, you stay. They said 3 days a week. Then maybe if one of those days, you know, go back to the basis, and then eventually it'll become routine. You can still make it savage and wild, and it not be an all nighter. If you're worried about being tired, okay, you tired. You don't throw it back like you used to. Start throwing it back because y'all gonna feed off each other now. If you just let him do his thing and you ain't throwing it back right, like you used to do, he's gonna feed off your energy.
Mm-hmm.
So start throwing it back like you used to. Start talking, talking that mess. You know, going back and forth. It's gonna get there. It's gonna be like riding a bike, like it never left. Y'all just gotta put more thought into it and go back to the basics. The love is there. You want to spend the rest of your life with him. You know, um, it's still good. Y'all still, you know, everything else seems to be still good. It's just this. Put the time and energy into your sex life like y'all do your jobs, taking care of your household. I don't know if y'all have kids, your kids, like y'all still have to, you know, make sure y'all on one accord in all parts of your relationship. Aside everything else is good. Because it can interfere with it now with with the rest of the things when the sex start going down.
Yeah, man. I think. Okay, so you're saying that you guys are fucking 3 times a week, and you're doing it on days where your schedule's lined up. All right. Queen is right. It's routine. And she also mentions that this, after a whole long 12-hour shift, the energy isn't there, but she be wanting to fuck. But you know, she's pillow princess and whatnot. Chill for a week. Take a break. Let it build up. I won't miss you if your ass won't go away. It's just that simple. Take a break. Because right now y'all doing the basics because it is there. Y'all fucking just because it's there. Take a break off of each other for a week. Chill out and let that savage, wild energy you're talking about build up in you. Have a lust for each other. Because right now y'all fucking out of y'all just here in front of each other.
Yeah, miss
But
it. Let them miss it.
yeah, you want them to grab you and rip your bra off, you know, snatch your fucking work uniform off so you come in the house and bend you over the goddamn coffee table. Yeah, do all that wild shit. But it's not happening organically because y'all just fucking, because, okay, it's what I'm supposed to do 3 times a week. And y'all both just want to bust a nut. You know, so, and she did mention it's still good sex, it's just not that intense. Intensity from 2 working hard people, it drains off somebody. It has nothing to do with age. It's just right now y'all need to make it fun. You know what I mean? Say, all right, tease each other. Tell them to send you a dick pic in the middle of the day. You send them a pussy pic in the middle of the day. Tease each other, but don't touch each other sexually. Do your hugs, your kisses, you know, coming and going. Don't touch each other. By next week, after you done gave it 7 days, y'all gonna be fucking like 2 hungry dogs. So that's my advice. All right, Queen. Bedtime.
Okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We missed you guys too. We'll have part 2 next week. So keep those questions coming. You guys never disappoint us when it comes to the questions. Do you have any shout outs you want to do?
Oh yeah. Oh man, we got a lot of shout outs over on Instagram. Just gonna say thank you to everybody who tuned in on Instagram, especially all things Tamara Dawn. Thank you so much for tuning in, Tam. She says, "We hear you, Queen. Yes, it's the crazy pick-me's, and wow. So we appreciate you. And yeah, we appreciate everybody else who tuned in tonight. And we'll see y'all next week.
Okay. So on that note, that concludes our show for tonight. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.